I don't have a particular topic to talk about today, but I thought I'd start with world events. Things in Israel are really, really bad right now. And they're so complicated and terrible and awful that even Hank Green is having a hard time making a video about it. Whenever I see an oversimplified Facebook or Tumblr meme about Palestine or Israel, I just kind of really get upset because the whole thing is so heartbreaking, and there's not one bad guy. We still have a lot of children showing up at the border from Central America and have no idea what we're going to do about that. And Congress is completely incapable of any kind of action, even action to take care of these children, like to care for them. It's heartbreaking and sad that we don't recognize our own privileged status as American citizens. And now they're weed eating next door. And then the other thing that's happening, totally unrelated and like somewhat frivolous, is that some guy made a spreadsheet about how often his wife rejected sex and sent it to her, and she was just flabbergasted by this and posted it to Reddit. There are a lot of things we can take away from this. One, if you're turning to the internet to solve your marital problems, then you're in a lot of trouble because the internet is not capable of solving your marital problems. Number two, nobody should need to have an excuse to not have sex. If you say no to sex to your partner, you're saying a lot of things. But one of the things that you're saying is that at this moment, I am not comfortable being vulnerable to you. And nobody should, I don't feel like anybody should ever be put in the position where they can't make that statement. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't feel safe and confident in that relationship, you shouldn't be having sex. I don't care if you're married or not. You shouldn't have to, ever. By the same token, negotiation needs to go both ways. It's totally understandable why this guy had his feelings hurt, and I can even see why he might make a spreadsheet like this. If your partner is not taking your concerns seriously and listening to what you have to say, you might find yourself in a position where you want to quantify things. And so logically, just looking at this as a problem of logic, you might want to, make a spreadsheet, quantify it, and show it to your spouse, although he did not necessarily do this in even the kindest way. But it's not a good idea. Some things you shouldn't quantify. And how much sex you're having with your partner is one of those things. I think this is a symptom of a problem we have as a society talking about sex. Even if you're a person who firmly believes that you should wait until after marriage to have sex. I personally do not hold that belief, but I respect that belief. Even if you are that person, when you're in the relationship where sexual activity is a part of that relationship, when you're married, or you're committed, or whatever that means for you, I do feel like you need to be capable of negotiating because everybody's needs are slightly different. And if you care about your partner, you should be able to talk about these things openly. We have a really hard time as a society talking about sex. And the people we have the hardest time talking about it with are the people that it's most pertinent to, our actual partners. And this is wrong. It's really, really important that you be able to talk with your partner about these things. Anyway, that's just my opinion. In my personal life, we're doing inventory at work, which is incredibly stressful and is going to eat up a lot of my time for the next week and a half. And I'm reading a lot of Tamara Pierce books right now. She's an author who writes for teenagers and young adults. Jasmine and I started reading Tamara Pierce books when she was in middle school, and I recently subscribed to her Tumblr, and I really like her. And so I realized that there are a lot of books that she's written that I haven't read, and I'm catching up on those while I wait for the next Lev Grossman book to come out, because I'm really, really excited about that one. And we've decided to have a book club kind of thing on this channel again, so both of us are going to read David Levithan's Invisible. And anyway, I think that's everything I have today. My name is Marilyn. This is Two Awesome Women, and I think you're awesome. Bye-bye.